Hey mamas and everybody out there that might want to become a mom in the future. I personally have gotten this question so many times and have seen so many women, especially moms, tell me that their dreams were lost or they feel like so many things have gotten put on hold once they had kids. And it's brought up a lot for me, a lot of questions that I ask of how can I help women see that they don't have to give up all of those dreams, and also ways that I can help moms especially to really tap back into those dreams. Thank you guys for joining me. I'm seeing a few of you guys pop on. Facebook's been super weird for me lately, so once you jump on, say hello. Hopefully I can see your comments. And I just wanted to do this real quick. My little daughter is napping right now. So that's one of the ways that I fulfill my dreams is during nap time. There is a mom entrepreneur that calls nap time like the time to get shit done, basically. Because it really is basically how I've built 2 businesses during nap time, and then as I've grown, I've been able to hire on a nanny to be part of my support team, and Lily absolutely adores her, so that is really wonderful because I get to leave and not feel as guilty walking out the door to go do some work that I love and enjoy, because I have somebody that's on my team helping me out, that can be there with Lily to play with her and take her to the park and stuff like that while I am fulfilling my dreams. So I want to take you guys back a little bit to when I first became a mom. I actually finished grad school literally like a month before Lily was born. So I finished at the end of December and Lily was born at the beginning of February. And I had just, spent all this money, taken all this time to invest in a Master's of Computer Information Systems degree with web design and project management. And I was like, oh, and I'm going to be a mom. And I was so excited to be a mom, still so excited to be a mom as I'm pregnant with my second. But I knew things were going to change, but I didn't quite know how much they were going to change. And so it's hard. And I want everybody to honor that feeling that it's hard once you become a mom to find where do you fit in? Where do your desires and your dreams from before you were a mom fit into where they are today? Because inevitably you birth a child into this world and your dreams change because you have a human that you're taking care of, that you love and adore, that has become such an integral part of your life. And so your dreams are going to change. And depending on our circumstance, we might have to go back to work after maternity leave. We might not even get paid maternity leave because of our crazy system in the United States. But whatever it is, whether we go back to work or we end up staying home with our kids, in some capacity we give things up. I asked this question in a very direct way on my wall a little while ago, so you can go and post your comments. But what dreams did you give up once you became a mom? And a lot of people said travel, which I thought was really interesting. And I would have to agree that somewhat travel has been put on hold, but me and my husband Edgar have planned so many exciting things that we want to do and travel with our kids to show them the world, the parts of the world that we haven't seen before, the parts of the world that my husband is actually from. He's from Europe, from Lithuania. So you don't have to get rid of those dreams. Sometimes they just have to be put on hold. And a lot of mamas said that, some wise mamas out there that brought that up. And I'm so thankful. Oh, hey, Erica. Hey, Shannon. I'm thankful that moms do recognize that, because sometimes when we're in the thick of it, when we're in the struggle of it, of mommyhood, no matter where you are, whether you have an infant, a toddler, a teenager, a college student, whatever it is, we all can relate to each other because we've all had to reevaluate, take some time to figure out, how do we, as a mom, we're still a person, we've become a mom, but I'm still Brooke, the Brooke that I was before I became a mom. I just now have changed a bit because I am a mom. And as my grandmother will say, she's surprised at how much I've changed since being a mom. She meant that in a very nice way. It just sounded funny. But when I graduated from grad school and I had no idea where this was going to take me, how would I fulfill that dream of wanting to help other people with their computer issues, website design, project management? Where would that come into play? Because once I became a mom, I realized I went back to work at 3 months, when Lily was 3 months. I absolutely hated it because I hated being away from her. I hated giving up that time with her. And I knew that I had to find something for me, this is just my situation, that would fit my dreams and desires, but also give me the new dreams and desires I had to stay with my daughter. And so I started freelance web design, and it just kind of took off from there. I have my master's, but had not really ever done it on my own outside of getting a degree with it and doing projects. And so I just put the word out there, and ironically, the first few people that came to me were moms. And so I helped these mom entrepreneurs, photographers, and women that had started amazing education businesses and sewing businesses and coaching businesses, all these different things, came to me going, okay, you get me. You know that I might not have all of the stuff you've asked me for on the day that it needs to be done, because I needed to take my daughter to the doctor, I needed to do this, I needed to do that, and you get me. And so that's how I started a business. I was supporting other moms who then in turn supported me to grow my dream, and also for them to grow their dream. And that just kind of led me on this journey of entrepreneurship that led me to also doing wellness coaching with helping other women to really reclaim their bodies and reclaim their power to take control of their lives, no matter what size they are. And that's where the Curvy Mama came into play. And as we evolve and change, we start to remember more and more of our desires and more of those dreams that we had as a kid. And my dreams from when I was little and even when I was in college do not look the same as they do today, because 1, I'm a mother, 2, I'm a wife, 3, I'm completely just different because of the experiences that have happened to me. And I've really found that I love entrepreneurship, and I really don't know if I could ever give it up, because I love creating. I'm such a creative mindset person that now I just want to start bringing up some of those dreams and desires that I wanted for a long time that I didn't think were possible. And I'm realizing that now they are. And one of the processes that I went through to kind of get here is called desire mapping. And if you don't know, I'm a desire map facilitator. I'm certified in this. I have a whole bunch of resources that I provide to my clients that I work with desire mapping. And for my new Mommy Space program, I created a desire mapping just for mamas. So I took all of the resources that I have, all of the experience, my personal experience, my experience talking to so many of my clients, and put it all together and figured out a way for you guys to go through as a mom and really tap back into what are your desires? What are your true desires? How do you want to feel? How did you want to feel before you became a mom? And how do you want to feel now that you are a mom? And where do you want to go with that? Because it's so important for us to take that time to tap back into those desires so we don't become resentful. We don't become resentful of maybe the other parent that is working that gets to pursue their dreams, that we don't become resentful of other moms that are getting to pursue their dreams, and that we don't become resentful of our children who we birthed into this world and we love so much, but we still can have resentment towards because they didn't allow us to have those desires and have those dreams anymore. Even though that's not really what happened, it's more we are not allowing ourselves to create space for those desires on a daily basis. And so it's all about creating that space. And that's why me and my dear friend Christine created the Sacred Space Sisterhood to help everybody kind of start to create this space, this ideal space that no, not every single day is it going to be perfect. No, you're not going to wake up and get to gratitude journal and do your workout and, do yoga, whatever, every day. It's reality as a mom. But you're consciously creating that space. So maybe 1 out of 5 days you get it, maybe 3 out of 5 days you get it, whatever it might be, but you're consciously being aware of how you want to feel and how you want to feel in that new space that you've created. And so that's what I developed for you guys, is this desire mapping for mamas. And it's one of the bonuses for my Mommy Space program, which you can go and check out in the link above this video. I'd love for you guys to jump in on it. We have some amazing mamas that have joined in the last few days, and we are closing the carts on Monday at 11:59 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So make sure that you join us. But this goes way bigger than my program, and honestly, what is leading me into my next endeavor as an entrepreneur. You're ever evolving and changing, and it's the beauty of entrepreneurship, because you can do whatever the heck you want to, and that's probably why I like it. I like having some control. Maybe I'm a little bit of a control freak. And so now I've taken my web design and branding business, and I wanted to create more space for what I wanted to do with it. So I took the last month off from clients, and it was hard to say no to clients that bring in money, but I also knew I needed to do this, and it birthed a new idea, and something that I've probably been doing for a while is story coaching, is helping women, especially entrepreneurs, to really reclaim their stories and bring those authentic stories into reality with their business. Because the reason you guys watch me, the reason that you like things that I give out, you pay attention to me, you join my groups, is because you connect with me in some way. You connect to my story as a mom, you connect to my story with overcoming domestic violence, you connect with me because you're married, you connect with me because you live in the Pacific Northwest, whatever it may be, you like healthy food, you have PCOS, all of these things about my story that you've connected to at some point. And so that's why I'm starting this new endeavor, and so excited to start working with some women in July for this. So if you are an entrepreneur, a female, or wanting to do that, like one of those desires in your life was to create a business, then comment below and I'll shoot you a message and get you some more information about that. But the point of all of this is that you don't have to give up your dreams because you had children. You just need to reevaluate what those dreams and those desires are and do a process like the desire mapping for mamas that I've created, and really take some time. Say, hey, to your spouse, or if you're a single parent, hey, I need some help from somebody that supports me, and go off for an hour and do this and take some time to create space to say, what do I want? Because I bet you haven't asked yourself that in a really long time, and I don't want that to be the case anymore, because you deserve to honor those desires, and you deserve to birth those desires into new dreams and new realities for yourself. I love that I've come this full circle, not even full circle yet, but I've come a really long ways in the last few years as an entrepreneur to realize that I can have that time with my daughter, but I also can have this time and space to create and to write. And I want to be a New York Times best-selling author one day, and I want to do a TED Talk, and I want to, help other women bring their stories to the forefront so they can heal and rise. And those are the things I want to do, but it took me a while. First, my dreams and desires were just to make a little extra income so we could take an extra little trip here and there. I could buy my daughter extra clothes, so those desires slowly develop and snowball. And so if you had wanted to travel a lot in your life, but you didn't get to do that because you had a child, that doesn't mean you have to stop that. Find a way to get that travel, find a way to adapt that travel into something that will work for you and your family at this time, or create it as a goal that you can get there one day. So please, this is my pleading to each and every mama out there. Do not give up on those desires and dreams. Just reevaluate them and figure out how you can make them work for you. And definitely join our Mommy Space so you can get the desire mapping for mamas. It's a wonderful thing. It's about 20 pages that I put together. I put a lot of heart and soul into, and I'd love for you to be able to experience it. So thank you, mamas. Also, definitely check it out. It's only $33 a month or for 3 months, and $99 for the whole 3 months total. So I love you, and keep chasing those desires. Love ya.